Back to breaking news. We've been following this bear that was stuck up in the tree. Well, now the bear has gotten out into the lake. We're talking about Castaic Lake here. The bear going for a swim now near these buoys. Hopefully it is able to navigate this area. Obviously the bear is probably a little scared and disoriented at this point, not really sure where to go, and I'm not sure if authorities know how to handle this.
Well, this is a sight to see, right? We were taking a look at this bear up in the tree earlier in the newscast, and we saw members of the community who are dealing with this on the ground kind of scatter. So the bear must have come down. They were trying to tranquilize the bear to move it to a better area outside of a residential area. This is in a park area right now, but when we first picked up the story, the bear was in the storm drain, running through the neighborhood, and now you have the bear in the water. So you can guess that you have wildlife officials nearby hoping still to tranquilize the bear and get it out of an area where it's so populated.
And so earlier they shot at the bear twice and missed, and that's what led the bear to head up into the tree. We thought that they were going to try, we had been told that they were going to try to tranquilize it again coming down from the tree. We're not sure. This is some video from earlier. You see that bear running away in this park area, and then it ended up in the tree. So you wonder, does it go back to the shore, and are they able to tranquilize it then? I can't imagine they want to tranquilize it while it's swimming in the water. That can't be that easy to move that thing out of the water. It looks like the currents are moving nicely too. Okay, so now we're moving back towards the shore, and we'll see where this thing goes. I mean,
I can't say I've seen a bear in water like this very often in my lifetime, so really glad to see the bear did make it to land there and to ground there, and wondering how close these wildlife officials are. You wondered, Alex, is the bear kind of alarmed right now with all this commotion with people and also the helicopters overhead? Yeah. The question now is how close to wildlife officials is the bear? What if it's like in the woods, it can just kind of take off and go be in nature? Go be
a bear. So, you know, we've covered so many pursuits here on Fox 11, but not a whole lot of bear pursuits. So this is unusual. I don't remember seeing a bear swimming like that, too. So I guess we're going to stay on top of this and see where the bear goes. So
you know, I see these picnic benches, Alex, and I do realize that we are still in an area that would have population at some point in time. Did the bear go back up in a tree? Hard to tell from this picture right now. And you know,
you don't see like a lot of wildlife officials that are right there.
Yeah,
it seems like they're giving the bear some space. We do see a vehicle right there, but you know, it seemed like it would have been an easy time if you're really trying to tranquilize the bear to maybe shoot it when it was coming out of the water. I don't know. I mean, I'm certainly not a bear expert and not in the business of getting bears like this. It was interesting earlier, it looked like there were some folks that were just sort of there, members of the public, who were out to enjoy a pretty nice afternoon. And can you imagine, you know, running into a bear and the sort of commotion that comes from that? But yeah, maybe it did move its way back into the tree. You can't really blame the bear. I mean, look, if somebody's shooting at you and shooting darts, who wants to be hit like that? So you can't blame the bear for trying to get away.
Well, you have that law enforcement officer there to the right of your screen. It could be that this is a large enough park area that the bear has gone into an area where you don't have the people with the tranquilizer gun.
Right.
So you have a law enforcement officer there. Okay, there's more people there on the ground, so obviously they're handling this and they are well aware of what's going on here. Hard to see, though, what the plan's going to be.
Yeah, so you get a sense of the topography of where we are and what exactly we're talking about here. Really a beautiful portion of Southern California. Unclear exactly how this bear got into this spot. But we're going to sneak in a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more right after this.